Coming up on today's episode of Airborne Unlimited, aviation associations join fight for Santa Monica Airport. Lancair International asset sale completed. Martin Sonka wins Red Bull Air race opener in Abu Dhabi. Hello, I'm Laura Hudson. It's February 15th and this is Airborne Unlimited. Many of the aviation community's alphabet associations are gathering to fight the FAA's recent controversial decision to throw the Santa Monica Airport under the bus. NBAA has joined with 5 additional airport stakeholders, including the Santa Monica Airport Association, to petition the U.S. Court of Appeals asking the court to review the recent decision by the FAA that negatively affects the future of KSMO. Last month, the FAA announced it had reached a settlement with the city of Santa Monica, which in addition to permitting closure of the historic airfield at the end of 2028, would also allow the city to immediately begin the process of reducing the length of KSMO's sole runway from 4,973 feet to 3,500 feet. In addition to the filing, NBAA and other stakeholders continue to review all additional options in response to the settlement agreement, which includes a Part 16 complaint filed by NBAA and other airport proponents, alleging that the city has mishandled airport finances, landing fees, and other terms. Lancair International has announced the sale of all of its out-of-production assets, Lancair brand and kit component support assets, to new ownership based out of Uvalde, Texas. All non-evolution aircraft assets are now the property of Mark Huffstutler, founder of the Texas-based aircraft modification firm Sierra Industries, and his son Conrad Huffstutler. The sale includes all assets, intellectual designs, and ongoing support business opportunities for all out-of-production Lancair aircraft kit models, including the 320, 360, 4P, ES, and Legacy aircraft. All inventories, production fixtures, and support materials from Redmond, Oregon are presently being moved to their new home at Garner Field in Uvalde, Texas. The move will also involve bringing the assets and the inventory from Lancair's facility in the Philippines back to the United States. From the new Uvalde home in Texas, Lancair plans to offer existing aircraft owners full support with parts, technical assistance, and documentation, as well as maintenance, repairs, and inspections for Lancair and other experimental aircraft. In addition, on-site access to maintenance, avionics, paint, and interior completion facilities will create a convenient one-stop solution for owners and kit builders. Future plans include the resumption of aircraft manufacturing and the introduction of new designs. After the break, Martin Sonka wins big at the Red Bull Air Race.
Based on the popular Sling 2 LSA, the Sling 4 was designed to be the most practical and desirable lightweight 4-place experimental aircraft on the market. Find out more about this 115 horsepower turbocharged airplane at airplanefactory.com.
Come experience the best of model aviation at the AMA Expo East in Secaucus, New Jersey. 100 booths, flying demos, make-and-take activities for kids, and many guest speakers including AMA Ambassador Hoot Gibson. Visit amaexpo.com to get your tickets, and we'll see you February 24th to 26th.
Concord's recombinant gas RG series sealed battery technology produces a high-performance battery with the advantages of being pre-tested and fully charged at the factory. Find out more about Concord's entire line of batteries at www.concordbattery.com. Concord, the heart of your aircraft.
Welcome back. If you have a story suggestion for Airborne Unlimited, Aero-TV, the new AMA drone report, our website or podcast, just email to news-spy@aero-news.net. What a way to start the Red Bull Air Race 2017 season, with Martin Sonka storming to victory. The day had all the thrills and excitement to welcome back the World Championship in the UAE capital. Juan Velarde took second in the season opener, and Canadian Pete McLeod finished on the podium in third. I'm super happy the whole race week went very well, and the team was a perfect machine. I couldn't be happier, Sonka said of his victory. It means I finally won my first race and it's given me some confidence. Hopefully this is the start of a new story. Second place finisher Juan Velarde said, quote, "It feels like a victory for me and the whole team. Just to make it through to the Final Four was a success. To be on the podium is a huge success, and second even more." The series now moves to San Diego, California for the second race of the season, April 15th through 16th. With some 3,000 Aero-TV programs webcast to cyberspace, sometimes it can be fun to look back and enjoy some of the places we've seen, the flyers we've met, and the planes we've flown. Here's a look at one of our favorite Aero-TV classic episodes.
One of the best watches we've ever released. Not only does it come in 8 different color choices, which is something we've never been able to offer before, but it has patent pending technology that we've also never seen in the aviation watch industry.
A&N CEO and Editor-in-Chief Jim Campbell stepped forward at Sun and Fun 2015 to check the fashion news at the Abingdon Watch Company display. He met up with Abingdon Watch Company crew member and Chief Abingdon Welch, who showed A&N their newest women's aviation watch named Catherine. Search timely and uncompromising the Abingdon Company's watches on Aero-TV's news channel. After these messages, Army General Hal Moore has gone west.
Redbird is quickly becoming the industry standard for flight training. Since Redbird introduced its revolutionary FMX in 2007, colleges, universities, and flight training operations around the world have integrated Redbird products into their curriculum. It's time to discover what Redbird can do for you. Join the migration.
Sandia introduces the new SAI 340 Quattro TSO'd airspeed, attitude, altitude, and slip. With integral backup battery, safety never looked so good. See it now at www.sandia.aero.
There's a difference between charting a steady course and pushing for the ceiling. And for nearly a century, Hartzell Propeller has been defining that difference. It's in our passion for engineering and research and our dedication to testing the limits of performance. We are built on honor. We are Hartzell Propeller.
Welcome back. With so much news coming out of the aviation industry, we're summarizing some other interesting stories in a brief segment we call Around the Patch. He was a hero. Army Lieutenant General Harold Gregory Hal Moore Jr. has gone west. A recipient of the Distinguished Service Cross, he was a co-author of the book We Were Soldiers Once and Young Ledrang, The Battle That Changed the War in Vietnam with Joe Galloway. Over the course of his career, he became a master parachutist with over 300 jumps. Order deferrals at Boeing are at historic lows. Deferral requests account for only 2% of the company's backlog of nearly 6,000 airplanes, while the historic rate is about 6%. Still, the plane maker is still facing challenges, making the transition from the classic 777 to the new 777X, even after reducing production rates. Carrier Airborne Early Warning Squadron 125 arrived at Marine Corps Air Station Iwakuni February 2nd. The Tiger Tails of VAW 125 are relieving the Liberty Bells of VAW 115 as Early Warning Squadron of the U.S. Navy's Carrier Air Wing 5, supporting the Ronald Reagan Carrier Strike Group. Delta Airlines and the Coca-Cola Company have teamed up to bring art to the place where the two brands meet most often, the tray table. Together with 12 artists from around the world, Delta and Coca-Cola have created an art gallery in the sky, transforming the tray tables on one of the airline's 767 aircraft into one-of-a-kind works of art. Hawaiian Airlines and ALPA have reached a tentative agreement on a 63-month contract amendment covering the airline's 665 pilots. ALPA will hold a ratification schedule to take place between March 6th and 24th. If ratified, the amendment becomes effective April 1st and remains in effect until July 1st, 2022. Well, that's it for today's trip around the patch. Now let's move on to the rest of the news. After a successful launch in 2016, EAA has announced 3 different sessions for the upcoming 2017 Sport Pilot Academy. A spring session will be held May 20th through June 10th, while a fall session held September 9th through 30th will be available for general participants. The third session held in August will be specifically for recipients of a scholarship for former Young Eagles. The 3-week immersive all-inclusive pilot training program is held at EAA headquarters in Oshkosh, Wisconsin. With dedicated aircraft and instructors, participants receive top-notch flight training without the hassles of scheduling and the hurdles of FBO training. Housing on the EAA grounds and daily meals are included in the price of $9,999. It's hard to imagine a better place to learn how to fly than in Oshkosh. Participants are fully immersed in aviation for the duration of the training at the home of the world's largest aviation celebration. A variety of activities are included that make this a once-in-a-lifetime experience. Cockpit climbs in the museum, guest speakers, flight experiences, and EAA aircraft, and even getting your picture taken on one of Whitman Regional's airport's dots. Information on the scholarships for former Young Eagles will be available March 1st. Limited spots are available and early applications are encouraged. Well, that's our program for today. Remember that Airborne Unlimited is streamed daily Monday through Friday with additional breaking news bulletins for important stories that fall outside of our normal deadlines. If you're watching us on YouTube, please subscribe and do check us out on Facebook and Twitter. Get comprehensive, real-time, 24/7 coverage of the latest aviation and aerospace stories anytime at aero-news.net. See you tomorrow.